Hello and welcome to Books of Blood. My name is John, and today I'm going to be doing the Booktube Tropes Tag. And basically what this tag is it's the assumptions that people who are not booktubers, probably people who are not readers, have about the booktube community. All right? Now, I wasn't tagged by anybody. I saw this on Mindy's channel, over at Mindy's Book Journey. I will leave a link to her tag video down in the description. So that being said, there are only 7 questions. They're not even questions, they're assumptions, all right? And it's up to me to either shoot down or confirm those assumptions, all right? So here we go. Number 1, booktubers hate libraries. Now, that's just stupid. We're booktubers. We read books. Where do you get books? You get free books at the library. Now, you have to return them, but you get free books. If you're somebody that's on a budget and you can't afford to go to a bookstore all the time and buy books, then the library is your best place to go. I mean, aside from a thrift store where you can get the books for 25 cents, 50 cents, you know, the library is your best choice, all right? So why would we hate libraries? That's just stupid, okay? Shot that one down, all right? Boom, gone. All right, here we go. Number 2, booktubers are book hoarders. Yeah, you might be able to say that we are. I mean, but then again, I mean, I might, you might probably consider me to be a book hoarder. I mean, I go out, I buy books all the time. I'm always buying them on Amazon. I'm always buying them, at the library, thrift stores, bookstores when they're open, But most of the books, when I do buy a book, I buy it with the intention of reading it. Now I have bought books that I've already got copies of, but I will buy another copy because I like that particular cover. Maybe I'm trying to collect the different covers of a book. But as far as myself being a book hoarder, I would say that answer is maybe 50% correct, all right? I can't speak for anybody else. I know there are a lot of people out there. I mean, look at Cameron Chaney's channel. Cameron, if you look at his thing, he's got this big old monster of shelves, But I guarantee you Cameron's probably read just about every damn one of those books, all right? Same goes for somebody like, I'm trying to think of who has another big shelf. I'm not sure. I can't think of. But I guarantee you they have probably read all of the books, or if not most of them, all right? So, yeah, being book hoarders, that just depends on the person, all right? So that's my answer for that one. Number 3, booktubers hate paperbacks. All right, let me move the camera around a little bit. You're not going to be able to see it real clear, but you see that shelf right there? I think that's my paperback shelf. No, that's my movie shelf. Damn. I'm sorry. That's my paperback shelf right behind me there. Let me get the camera right. All right, there we go. And the reason there's a blank space is because I used a stack of books to put the light that I use up high enough for me. Also, over in the other room, I've got 2 shelves full of paperbacks and hardbacks. So booktubers hating paperbacks, that's not true. I love paperbacks myself, all right? I mean, I love all formats of books. I love paperbacks. I love hardbacks. I love ebooks, I mean, hell, I love pop-up books. I mean, if anybody ever does a horror novel and makes it a pop-up book, that would just be so freaking cool, man. All right, number 4. Booktubers only give positive reviews. That is definitely not true. In fact, some booktubers, and I'm not naming any names because I'm not trying to step on anybody's toes, but I have seen some booktubers that are downright rude when it comes to their reviews. All right? I mean, I'm talking about, it's one thing to review a book, okay? If you don't like that book, I mean, if you hated that book and you want to rant about how bad you hated that book, then that's fine. You go ahead and you rant to your heart's content. I did that with Elevation by Stephen King. But what I did not do, and I've seen some booktubers do this, again, not naming names, not stepping on toes, and also if you ask me in the comments or you private message me or anything as to who it is, I'm not going to tell you. I'm not trying to step into it. It's none of the booktubers that I know. It is one that I used to be subscribed to, and I am not subscribed to this person anymore because I did not like how rude they were toward the writers themselves. All right? There's no place for that. You know, every writer, they're trying their best. He or she is trying their best to write the best book that they can write. And to have somebody come along, it's one thing to have them, you know, say, hey, you wrote a bad book. But to make fun of this person for writing the book or their writing style or whatever, that is not called for. All right? So, no, not all booktubers give positive reviews. But when we do give bad reviews, we try to be as constructive as possible. At least I do. All right? Like I said, I did rant a bit about Elevation, but the reason I ranted so much about it was because it surprised me that somebody like Stephen King, who has written so many awesome books over the years, would just write one that was just so below par for him, all right, or below average. So that's my answer for that one about giving positive reviews. Number 5. All booktubers are only doing it for the money. And I'm going to use a little analogy for this one. I don't know if you guys know who Mick Foley is. Mick Foley is, of course, a former professional wrestler. Of course, he went by the names Cactus Jack, Mankind, and Dude Love. Well, in his first autobiography, which was called Have a Nice Day, A Tale of Blood and Sweat Socks, he was talking about whenever they used to hit each other over the heads with steel chairs, you know, the folding steel chairs. And he said some kid, he's talking to his daddy about it in the audience, and he heard the dad say, oh, that's one of those special chairs. And he said, you know what? He said, I would really love for that to be one of those special chairs, because they're not. They are actually getting hit in the head with these chairs. The only thing is you just have to know how, they have to know how to hit you, you know, to do less damage. All right? And there's a big explanation for that. I'm not going into it because I'm not talking about professional wrestling, okay? What I'm saying is that I really freaking wish I was getting some of this money that I'm supposed to be only in it for. I make nothing off my channel, you know? Now, I would love to. I would love to be able to just make enough money to where I can go buy books. All right, or buy music or movies or whatever. But I don't make any money off of this. So if you think we're only in it for the money, you know, to quote Judas Priest, you got another thing coming. All right? So there you go. We're not in it for the money. That's so stupid. All right, number 6. All booktubers are teenage girls. Sorry about that. I'm sorry. Anyway, that part is true. I am actually a 15-year-old girl. Yeah, I've lived a rough life. No, I'm not a teenage girl. That's so dumb. I'm a 58-year-old man. I am not a teenage girl. No, we are not all teenage girls. That's so stupid. Anyway, yeah, no, that's just dumb. So dumb. All right. So there's your answer. No, we're not. There are some teenage girls that are booktubers, but no, not all of us. So there you go. All right. Next up, let me see what I got here. Last question. And this is another one. It's kind of ridiculous. Booktubers review or recommend books they haven't read. First of all, how do you do that? How can you review a book that you haven't read? All right? You kind of have to know the plot of the book. So, I mean, I could think the only way you could do that is maybe you read the synopsis, but maybe the synopsis doesn't tell you enough. You know, so no, I don't think that's true. I mean, if I found out that somebody was reviewing a book and they haven't read that book, or they've been doing that with other several books or whatever, I'm sorry, I'll not only unsubscribe from this person, I'll block them. You know, every book that I have reviewed, I read it, okay? And I'm going to speak for the majority of the booktubers out there, because I believe that everybody that I know of, I don't think any of them review books that they have not read. So I'm sorry, I just think that's a stupid question also. In fact, I think there's a lot of stupid questions on this thing. You know? So yeah, that's my answers. That is it. Those are my answers for the Booktube Trope Tag. And I'm not going to tag anybody. It says to tag your friends or your enemies. I'm not going to tag anybody. If you feel like doing this, then by all means do it because it's a cool tag, all right? So that being said, it is Friday evening. This is going to post on Monday afternoon. So technically, this is me from the future telling you guys to have a great weekend. See you later. Bye.